record this and I'll just play it later or something. Okay, so we'll just continue the interview. So this isn't actually live. This is sort of off record now. So okay, so the first question was regarding his improvement. So he wasn't expecting to improve from 1556 to 1503. So then the next question is what are his goals what are his goals for the rest of this year?
Alfrence, ano yung goal mo? Ano yung tina-target mo for the rest of the year? Yung bago matapos.
Na ano, sir?
From 1550
Ang
kasi
gusto,
di ba naging 1503 ka na. So ano yung susunod mo pang gusto?
ang next next ko po, next ko pong goal kasi makatungtong ng SEA Games. Yun po. Yun po. Makatungtong ng SEA Games.
Trying to
Kahit
be in the SEA
makapaglaro
Games, Enzo.
po. Yes po.
Okay. So
what Alfred is telling us is he wants to be in the SEA Games. That's his goal.
Which event does he want to qualify for in the SEA Games? Like which event in the SEA Games does he want to qualify for? Which distance?
Anong event sa SEA Games yung gusto mong mag-qualify?
1,500 meters and ano po, and 5K po.
Okay. So 1.5 in the 5K. So okay, so I'm guessing, you know, like to get to the SEA Games, the first step on the road to that is the Philippine National Championships. So I'm guessing you're looking forward to running against your idol Sonny Wagdos and the other you know, more established long distance runners in this country. How do you feel about like getting to run against Sonny Wagdos and some of the older guys?
Ano yung di ba ang goal mo ngayon is makatungtong ng SEA Games at friends. So kailangan mo para makatungtong. Kailangan mo makalaban yung
Hindi ko po, sir. Ulit po, sir. Pakiulit po, sir. Ulit po, sir, ng isang tanong.
okay. So, yung tanong, Albert, is bago ka kasi makapasok sa national team, kailangan makapunta dun sa level of veterans. Gaya nila. Sonny Wagdos. So, ano yung nasa isip mo? Ano yung plan mo para makapasok?
Yung goal ko po yung plano ko po ngayon ay makuha talaga yung yung sa 5K po under 15 minutes po. Tapos yan po yung goal ko una po. Yan po talaga. Tapos yung siyempre po sa yung sa 1,500 meter po na mapababa ko po yung na mapabilo ko po na po yung time ko.
So the goal of Alfred is to run 5,000 and 15 minutes.
So the goal is the 1,500 and the 5,000, not really the 10,000. The 1.5 and the 5,000.
Alfred, hindi mo ba ginugol din yung sa 10K, 10,000 meters?
Hindi ko po talaga yan hindi ko talaga yan gusto na laro. Yung 10,000 meters po. Kasi kung sa oval nakakabagot ang ikutin.
Enzo, 10,000 meters not his game because tired of running the oval.
Yep. Yeah, it's
10,000.
a long way, 25 laps. So, okay, so so the next question is like, how do you feel with this competition? Like, obviously the lead changed a lot during this virtual event. It began off at 16 minutes and it became 15:45, and then Edward Flores was given a time of 15:30, and then on the last day you came back and you ran 15:03. So what do you feel with regards to the level of quality in this competition, this virtual 5,000 meter event?
Ano yung masasabi mo dun sa lakas ng laban dito sa 5,000?
Nung una po, nabilib ako sa sa time po ng kalaban ko na si Mark po. Mark yan. Edward pala po. Nagulat po ako, tapos nung una kong takbo sa oval sa sports complex dito sa amin, nanibago ako sa sa road sa oval. Kaya parang disappointed ako sa time ko. Kaya inulit ko para makuha talaga yung goal ko, yung best time ko pa talaga sa 5K. Kasi nasanay ako na road palagi yung yung training eh.
Alfrence is surprised about the level of competition, especially when Edward Flores made the 15:30 mark, and during his first run he did it in the oval, and he's not comfortable running the oval because he's more on the road, running the road. He's more comfortable running.
We'll see, like Edward Flores, does our friends think now that Edward Flores is probably the strongest athlete right now in the UAAP? Because Edward Flores is at the University of the Philippines. Does our friend think that, who does our friend think is the strongest runner in the UAAP at this point?
Sino yung Alfred, sino yung nakikita mong pinakamalakas ngayon sa UAE sa 5,000?
Yung hindi ko na po matandaan. Basta dito po yung naglaro po sa amin dito ng Unigames, yung nag-gold po. Yung hindi ko na matandaan kung anong school 'yan at anong pangalan niya.
Udunya?
Yan po.
Ano yung time niya? Alfred?
Under 16 minutes po. Nakalimutan ko talaga. Under 16 minutes.
I think he might be referring to James Udunya from the University of the East.
Yes.
Yeah, James Udunya. Okay.
He is.
Okay. So, if our friend goes to the SEA Games, who does he think his strongest opponents will be at the not at the SEA Games, at the National Open? If he was to go up against the strongest athletes in the country, who would be his strongest opponents?
It's Sonny Wagdos and Mariano. I think
Mariano in the 1.5, because I don't think that Mariano
yes.
running the Mariano Massano won't be really running the 5,000 meter event. I think he's going for the 8 and the 1.5 perhaps. Okay, so you're currently training. Your coach, your long-time coach, even though you're now with the Western Institute of Technology, your long-time coach is Ellie Navarro, is that correct?
Yes.
So, how long have you been training with Coach Ellie?
My 1 year. 1 year.
Can you just
1 year. During during Vibra and Palang Mansa and ASEAN School Games. He's coaching me during that time.
So he only coached you for a year, or who were you with before that?
Sino yung nag-coach sa'yo bago kay...
Delay?
Sino yung coach mo bago kay Coach Ed?
Ano? Hindi ko pa marinig. Ano? Ngayon po? Ngayon?
Sino yung coach mo bago kay Coach Eddie? Wala sir. Wala. Yung sa ko po, yung integrated ko, pero hindi naman ako humingi sa kanya ng training. I search online po ng mga workouts na dapat po sa distance po. So he says that before Coach Ellie, more on he's searching online for workouts.
Is he using Garmin watch at the moment?
No sir. I have no Garmin, sir.
Okay.
Because that's very very expensive.
It's quite an expensive piece of training equipment. Do you in your training do you monitor your heart rate in the training? Like even if you don't have a watch, do you know how to take your heart rate for recoveries?
Yes sir. Yes sir. I use cell phone.
I use the cell phone.
I use Polar Bit. Yes. Polar Bit app. Yes. And Adidas running po. Na po.
Okay. This is an app like Adidas running. Okay. So just reiterating, your goal is to try to qualify for the SEA Games and the 1.5 and the 5,000 meter events. And, obviously, like if you make it through to the SEA Games, the competition is a lot tougher, especially the athlete. Are you aware of the athletes from the other countries at this point who are also joining the SEA Games?
Kilala mo ba, Alfrence, yung mga makakalaban mo sa mga taga-ibang bansa?
Opo, yung sa Vietnam po, yan po yung kilala ko na si Dong Bantay. Yan po.
I was actually...
I know for his last finishing kick, sir. Yes.
I'm aware of Bantay, but there's actually a stronger athlete that I'm thinking of who's coming up from Thailand.
Vietnam, sir. Thailand. Oh.
Yeah, there's a guy from Thailand who won the 5 and the 10K at the last SEA Games. He's run 3:43 last year for the 1.5.
Wow.
There's a athlete from Thailand at the 5K and the 10K who's really strong. So the plans for the SEA Games, which will be held in November, December of this year in Vietnam. So obviously, Dong Van Thai is a strong opponent because he's probably the greatest distance runner in the history of the SEA Games. Of course, Van Thai is getting on in age. He's about, I think, 31 now. So I'm not sure, how much longer Van Thai is going to be around for. So the next query, we had questions actually from Happy, who was here before, regarding as an athlete, he was actually asking questions about strength and conditioning. So I'm just asking, as well as track training you're doing, what sort of strength workouts are you doing to help guard against injuries? Maybe Jerex, if you could take that one.
Ano? Okay.
Ano yung ginagawa mo na di ba kapag hindi lang naman running yung ginagawa natin sa training. Ano yung mga strength and conditioning workout yung ginagawa mo para maka-add siya dun sa training regimen?
Yung sa bahay lang gano'n. Simple lang mga plank gano'n, push up and mga workout po, yung mga dumbbells, yun po.
So planks, tama? Planks, push ups and
Planks, push ups and crunches, mga ganun po.
crunches.
And mga dumbbells, weights, ganun po. Yes.
Dumbbells and weights.
Okay, so a lot of core work and some weights with some dumbbells. So no barbell weights, just dumbbell weights.
Oh, sir.
A lot of body workouts like planks and that sort of just conditioning type stuff. What about diet? That's the next question. Is like we were talking about training. So, like, is there a diet or is it just eat whatever whatever there is?
Dito kasi sir, yung ano pa ako kasi kapalagi pong gulay po yung mga ko po kinakain ko po, tapos po hindi ko po pinipigilan yung sarili ko na kumain kapag grabe yung training po, kasi carbo load ko po yun para sa
his diet is more on vegetable because it's what plenty.
So just try and eat more vegetables.
Yeah, and when he's training hard, he doesn't control himself to eat a lot.
So eat a lot. Is there any types of foods or like beverages that he tries to avoid, like when he's training for a competition?
pork, sir. Pork and cholesterol and oily food, sir.
What about soft drinks?
Soft drinks.
No comment.
No comment. And alcohol. That's the other thing.
No, sir. I don't drink alcohol, sir.
So
But
you
I
don't
drink soft drinks.
Okay. You don't smoke. You don't drink alcohol.
No, sir. No, sir. I don't smoke. No.
But not with soft drinks. That's just like another topic altogether. Okay. Cool.
Sir, I drink. Sometimes. After I long run.
Okay.
Long run.
So it's just making sure that you've got the energy to burn off that excess sugar that's going in. But mainly on the gulai. Okay. And trying to walk. Obviously, so focusing more on fish, chicken, beef, other types of meat, and carb loading. Cool. All right. So that's pretty much all I've got. Jerex, do you have some questions you'd like to ask?
Besides running, ano yung ibang kinahiligan mo? Ano yung hobby mo? Siyempre, alam naman natin, focus ka sa running. Pero ano yung ibang kinahiligan mga sports?
Ano po talaga, dito po, minsan po, kapag during rest day po, basketball po, ganun. Basketball, sir. Basketball. Rest day po, basketball. papawis.
Basketball only.
Yes.
But there's no other things like swimming, riding a bicycle. Those
No, sir. No, I don't have a bicycle, sir.
you don't have okay, so you don't have one to ride. And then do you know how to swim, or that's
I don't know how to swim, sir.
okay? So the cross training is the basketball. Okay. So any other questions, Jerex?
So ano yung nagpapalakas ng loob mo? Ano yung inspirasyon mo? Bakit ganun na lamang? Nakita
Yung ano
namin
po yung
15:56 tapos biglang naging 15:03. So talagang nandun yung desire. Ano yung nagpapalakas sa'yo? Ano yung inspiration mo para manalo?
kasi po ito una po talaga kasi po yung papa ko gusto yung sobrang hilig po talaga sa running kasi nung una naglalaro din siya. Kasi ngayon po kaya nag-dedicate talaga ako na manalo kasi para ayaw ko na makita ako ng pamilya ko na natatalo sa sa takbuhan. Kasi parehas lang naman kami nagtitraining naman. Ano po?
So his inspiration or motivation is coming from his father because he's also a runner, right?
Yes.
Runner. His father is also a runner. And Alfrence doesn't want to lose. So that keeps him motivated to win. He doesn't like losing.
Was anybody else in his family athletes?
My kuya, sir, my brother and my father during
What events or
90s.
sport did they play?
Also a track and field athlete, sir. Long distance.
Okay. Like, how good was your dad? Like, what did he play? What level did your dad play at? Because I mean, honestly, like back then, there was a lot of very good, runners from Iloilo, such as Jimmy De La Torre and Herman Soizo, like who were both SEA Games champions in the marathon, and then also from Guimaras, Rene Herrera
Yes,
as
Rene
well.
Herrera.
So, like, what level was your father able to participate in for athletics? Maybe Jerex, you can take that one.
What?
Sorry, I didn't get the last part of
yeah.
your question.
My question was, with his dad was a long distance runner. My query was, what level did your dad reach as a long distance runner? Like, how far did dad go as a long distance runner?
Gaano ka layo yung narating ng papa mo sa long distance run?
Wala po, yung parang sa school lang po kasi dati marami siyang trabaho. Tapos kapag pumupunta siyang ng mga 10 kilometers away pa yung school niya sa bahay niya. Tapos pagkatapos noon tinakbo niya papuntang school. Kasi marami pa siyang ang ginagawa sa bahay nila sa mga bukid. Kasi yun lang. Abot na siya ng school na kapaglaro.
Oo. So yung tinatanong ni Enzo is gaano layo narating niya, ibig sabihin sa regional level ba, regional meet ba siya or within the city of Iloilo?
Okay. Okay. Do you have any other queries, Jerex?
Alfrence, ito siguro yung gustong marinig ng mga manonood. And so this maybe what others will ask also about Alfrence. ano yung sa tingin mong pwedeng gawin ng iba para ma-duplicate yung ginawa mo? Pagka ang ganda ng time mo eh. Ano yung kailangan gawin ng iba para mag-improve? What will others do to improve their time also, just like
yung una po talaga siyempre magtiwala kasi siya po yung ano eh yung yung ano po yung start po eh kasi doon po siya may ng lakas every time you start, pray po talaga po and po and training po ng maayos tapos ganun hindi po magpaano patamad-tamad po tapos kasi kung may goal ka dapat ano mo yun eh pagsikapan mo yun eh.
okay. So what Alfred's telling us is for others to duplicate the feat that he has already is you should have this kind of faith and pray hard because God gives strength, right? Second is training. So you have to be focused on your training. And if you have a goal, so you should have, you have a goal, then you should be determined to aim for your enemy.
Okay, so how has Alfrence found that his training has been affected or changed due to the COVID situation?
Paano nabago ng pandemic yung training program mo?
Nung una po nagbago yung training ko kasi dati may pasok sa paralan ganun po tapos ngayon po talaga more on training kasi wala nang online na lang eh. Hindi man masyadong mahirap yung yung online. Ano po?
Before the pandemic, he has to go to school and train. Now he has more time on training because he is having an online class. More time and more focus on training.
Yep.
So maybe that made the difference.
Yeah, like more time to recover, like less time, spending time in a classroom, so there's more time to rest between workouts.
Yes.
Okay, any further questions, Jerex?
May gusto ka bang pasalamatan, Alfrence? May gusto ka bang sabihin sa ibang tao as motivation para sa kanila? Or inspiration para sundan yung ginawa?
Ang una po talaga ang masasabi ko lang sa mga kasama mga athlete dapat kung may goal ka pagsikapan mo talaga and syempre magtiwala po talaga sa Diyos na makukuha mo yon dapat and positive lang po palagi kasi ganun po talaga yung buhay eh meron ding ups and downs yan po dapat every time na may problem ka gamitin mo lang po yun na as a motivation po para makuha mo yung goal mo.
Alfred says that if you have a goal, you have to work hard for it.
Yep.
And life has ups and downs, but it should not disappoint you. It should, you should use it to make you move further.
Okay. Further questions, Jerex?
No? Any parting words?
Yeah, so again, I'd like to thank all our friends for joining us tonight on Pinoyathletics, even though we were a bit delayed due to technical issues.
Okay, sir.
That sort of thing. But yeah, like unfortunately, we weren't able to speak with Ellie or Coach Noel tonight. Obviously due to signals and that sort of thing. But yeah, so I know that Alfrence has actually entered in our 1000 event. which is on the 31st. And then there's some other virtual events coming up that I think you might be joining. As of now, we're not exactly sure what the situation is with the Philippine National Championships. It's supposed to be at the end of March, but with the fact is that a lot of competitions have already been delayed, or cancelled or moved. So it's not entirely, I'm not entirely 100% confident of the Nationals proceeding at that date due to the amount of delays that have happened with them setting up their training camp, their national training camp. So for now, I guess it'll just be virtual runs until, probably for the first half of the year, until the COVID situation is more under control. Yeah, so that's all I really have to say for tonight. Jerex, anything you'd like to add? Okay. Well, okay. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight, and we'll now be ending the chat. Thanks again. Thanks to Jerex and Alfrence.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.